Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to a Sunday live stream on the Floramancer world. I hope you're doing well. And here we are staring at a rebuilt, and I admit this sadly, twice rebuilt Entropinnym setup. I did a goof. I walked by and hit the lever. And there were TNT in here, and it blew up. And of course there's no flour because they only last an hour, so that died a long time ago. And it blew up. Well, then I placed TNT in this, started rebuilding everything, and placed the torch. There was a block here. I haven't re-put the block back up there. And I put a TNT in there, and when I set up the redstone, it pulsed again, and boosh! So, yeah, that's the funness. Real word, funness. Of dealing with the Entropinnym. Now, I am quite concerned that if the Entropinnym dies and the Rannon Carpus doesn't place the flower right away, and there's a TNT going off at the same time, I'm screwed, and this is going to happen again. It's another reason why this setup isn't super close to anything valuable. Granted, it only blows up this area here, and I'm going to put another piece of obsidian in front of the TNT. I can't put it back here, so my redstone will just keep getting blown up, unfortunately. But I am going to be putting another piece of obsidian in the front, just to help negate if it blows up again, because, yeah, I'm bummed. But we will need to reset this back up. And we'll need to create the automation for making Entropinnyms so that we can run this. Now, if you remember yesterday, we mentioned there are two things we need in order to let it run on its own without babysitting. And that is gunpowder and sand. Now, gunpowder, we're gonna need a creeper spawner. I, sat and calculated how much gunpowder we're really going to need, and we're going to need a creeper spawner. So I will have to go out into the world, do some heavy exploration to try and find a creeper spawner, and while I'm out there I might as well look for a witch spawner. So we are going to have to do those in the near future. Probably not today, but I'm not sure. And the other thing was sand, and I believe I have resolved the sand issue. We're down in the lab. I'll explain these holes in a second in the ground. But if you go down on the second floor of the lab here, I have a cobble gen. Well, it's smooth stone because, yeah, it could have been cobble, no big deal. This just happened to be the one I made. It automatically breaks it because the redstone torch sends a signal through the block, which hits the repeater, which spins around and hits this repeater, or this pulse mana spreader. So every single time it's full, it breaks, and it just keeps going and going. This hopper hawk picks it up, puts it into the mana pool that has an alchemy catalyst underneath of it, and then this hopper hawk picks it up and puts it in the crate. Now this can hold 1,024 stacks. So we should be okay. It's been running for about 10-15 minutes, and it's already at 17 stacks. So I currently have no fear about running out of sand. We're getting 6 sand each time this breaks the cobblestone, because it can break 6 blocks at once. So it's breaking all of them. So it's gaining 1 each time, because each time we need TNT, we only need 5. And I haven't timed this, but this is, I think, a little faster than we would be crafting TNT. We're crafting TNT every 20 seconds up in the 3x3 crafting area. So yeah, this is all set up. I did have to do some finagling to get mana down here. We have a mana pool here with a spark, but there's also a spark augment because I had to pull it down even further. There's the one here, this one comes down from the mana output line, the red pavement line that is 12 blocks further up. We're down quite a ways, but because this one got pulled down to here, which is helpful, it fills that pool up. So yay, we have 3 of the mana pools in this area filled up. So once we put the Entropinnym here, we'll be able to start putting flowers over here. And I still need to get mana here, and it might just be a case of over here is the mana line. This is the closest junction. It might be as simple as taking a regular mana pool with a regular old spark on it and pulling it over there. Yeah, it might just be as simple as that. So I haven't done that yet, but yeah. Let's do it. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, it's not hard to do, so let's do it. Do. Oh, I don't have sparks in the system. All right. I just need 1. Do I have a pool? Nope. We need 5 living rock. Must have had some on me. Alright, let's find out. Okay. Alright, so the mana pool is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yes, so we should probably be able to just put it. I don't want to put it down there because we have to do the setup to actually craft the flower, so I want it a little high up. But if we can put it in the same line, in this line here, perhaps right there might be close enough. Okay, so it's getting mana. It is not close enough to that one. So if we put it here, now it's getting mana. It's tied up there and tied down there. Great. That's all we needed to do for that one. So that'll fill up, and now we'll have all 4 of these with mana. Great. That makes me happy. All right, so back to this this lab. Pretty easy to set up. And look at that, we're at 20 stacks already. Last time we looked, we're at almost 18. So we made 2 stacks during the time we went and got a mana pool and put it up there. So yeah, not worried about this. I will need to set up an auto off, which will likely just be back here. We'll put a crystal cube and have it, you know, do the do the comparator to check how much is in, how much sand we have. We might even do it just based off of this drawer, so we could do a red string comparator over here and then just have it light up this bit of redstone when we've reached the amount, so that this won't trigger each time. And so once this got to here, it wouldn't be able to trigger, and that would turn it off. So for now, we're just going to let it run because 1,000 stacks is a lot of sand to to build up. Everything else is fine and dandy. So yay, yay, yay. Let me go grab the redstone box, and we're going to set up the Entropinnym crafting. And now I'll explain these holes. They're just me being lazy, to be honest. We'll set up the Entropinnym crafting. I don't think I'm going to turn it on yet until we have gunpowder. God, I don't want to turn it on until we have gunpowder. I'm concerned that we won't be able to keep up. Let's see, but see if we can't keep up, we'll run out of TNT. And then the 3x3 crafting will just have a bunch of sand in it because it'll not be able to pull gunpowder and it'll back up. Because I don't have those features that I keep saying I should do. I think I have everything I need in here. I made a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have any living wood because we need an open crate. Okay. I don't have a crystal cube, but I'm pretty sure I have one. I just don't have it in there. At least I thought I had a crystal cube. Looks like I don't. There's extra corporeal sparks. That might be helpful. So yeah, let's see if they've got 7 living wood planks. Let's see if I have any. I do. So we'll make our open crate. I hear a zombie somewhere. I just don't know where he is. Yeah, don't know. He's probably down in some little tiny little spot and can't move anywhere. Okay, so we have that. We need a crystal cube, which means we need dreamwood and alpha glass. And we already have the spark. There we go. Okay, so we have that. Let's go. Let's put one together. Alright, so these holes are that I have moved the corporeal sparks down and I just haven't run up to grab the blocks to cover the holes. That's all that is. So when there's a hole, it just means that I've been too lazy to grab a block and cover up the spark. Yeah. So let's make the Entropinnyms right here. We might need some more blocks. Fill this in a little bit. Let's count again how many things we need for the Entropinnym. Need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 more for water and seeds. We need 7. That will work for how far away the containers can go, but it needs to go into a dropper, which we have. Okay. They'll need to go into a dropper because the hoppers don't hold enough. So we need a dropper and a hopper, and we're gonna put that there. And I like to make sure my dropper's facing downward for no reason whatsoever. So let's see about that. There we go. And we need red string containers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Hi, Warlord. Nice to see you this morning. All right. And we will need to get rid of this. I am feeling a bit better today. Thank you so much for asking. And depression is one of those things that you never know from day to day how you're going to feel. So I do appreciate that you are caring and understanding. Alright, so we have that, and we need to set up the funnels. So we'll do that next. Woohoo! Come on. There we go. Great. Alright, so that's all set up. The crystal cube will go right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Thought I was all of a sudden wrong in what I had there. Now let's grab the redstone. We need 1 comparator. I don't think we need anything else. I have not made the pack announcement. I will be making it a couple of times during the stream. I'm waiting until we get the Entropinnym thing figured out, but I haven't made it yet. So if you're waiting to find out what the next pack is I'm going to be playing, you know, it's coming. We do need a repeater. Alright, repeater here. Redstone, 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 redstone. Comparator. Oh, I need to put a corporeal spark on you. Yep, nope, you have not missed it. So, yeah. Is that it? So we just need to put the stuff on. I need more space. We need to just put the things in things. Hi, Big Mikey. Alright. So, let's go to the Corporea index that we have around the corner. And we need to grab one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you. Seeds and a water bucket. Okay. It looks like I got everything. Alright. Ugh, I don't need that. I have a feeling I'm going to keep picking it up, though. Alright. Seeds. Water. Petals. And then the 2 rooms. Now, because it's 2 of each of these petals, whoops, ran out of flight power. Was not paying attention to my number. We need to rotate these once, because right now they're set to 1 petal. We need to rotate them so they're set to 2 petals. There we go. And then we just need to put redstone across the top. I knew I'd pick that stupid thing up again. There we go. Alright. Where's my shatterer? There we go. I have put this in mana pool again. I absorbed one more mana pool. It's going to take a very, very, very long time to get to A, so it's not something that I'm super rushed about. So the only thing we have left to do is to get a few flowers, and I need a chest. And get this set up. So first we need a chest here with a item frame on it, and then we need to make the request. So let's put a button on there and hit it. Alright, so it has crafted one, and we'll put it in there. Oh wait, hang on. We can configure this dude first. Alright, so there's that. Put it in there so the Hopperhawk knows to pick it up. Grab a Corporeal Spark and put it on the chest so that the crystal cube can find it. And then we just need a floating hourglass, a hovering hourglass, and we should be done. So let's pick this up. Darkwing, I missed your hello, I'm sorry. Do I have one? My day's going pretty well, Big Mikey. Thank you for asking. I've been up for about 5 hours. So, yeah. Now let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. And then we're gonna need 2 red sand. That'll be 20 seconds. Alright. And then I think that's it. While we're up here, we need a couple of these and you. Well, it is only 10:30 a.m. here, so being up for 5 hours isn't a big deal. I am a morning person. You know, Warlord, you do muse about these sorts of things a lot, about the changes you're doing for your mod pack, and you make it sound like you hate that you're doing it, but I don't think that's the case. I have it up there, okay. There. So every 20 seconds now, it should craft a Entropinnym until there's 16 of them. I don't know why there's 20 Rafflausias here. It's the same length. Interesting. And now we have one! Yay! Alright, so we now have automated Entropinnyms. We need to finish remaking the setup that I goofed on. Yes, so that's good. Let's check out our sand. We have been streaming for 25 minutes and we've got 21 stacks of sand. We started at what, 17? So we've made 5 stacks of sand in the time that we have streamed. Woo. That's great. That should be able to keep up with TNT demand. So we have that part resolved. Hopefully. Alright, so we need... my podzol blew up, so yeah, let's grab more podzol. We're gonna put the one here or here. Put it there. That'll be for the Entropinnym, and then we'll need another one in a relative nearby position. We could put back here actually. Try to keep it as far away from the blast so I don't lose Ranuncarpus if I don't want to lose a Ranuncarpus. So we put it here. We need to do another open crate. We need another open crate, but we also need another funnel. So we'll take that out. And we're gonna need a second timer. When did your podzol blow up? Yeah, you missed that at the beginning. I was silly this morning. This is blown up twice. Before stream, I goofed. I came by and flicked the lever because I thought I had taken the TNT all out of this. Because I was trying to figure out how to protect it if there's no flower here, how to turn it off. And there was TNT in here, and it blew up. And so then I went and started rebuilding it and triggered the Corporea funnel to put more TNT in there. And when I placed that redstone torch, which was the last thing I did, it blew it up again. Yep. So that's why I took the TNT out of there. And I also removed the block. So yeah, so that's what happened. I mean, I could have lied, just put it all together and you guys would have never known, but you know, that's not fair. You can face palm my mistakes too. So yeah, let's do 7 living wood planks. We have that, and then we need another one of these. Okay. And we're gonna do 59 soul sand, because I'm terrified that 60 will leave a gap. I know eventually over time there's going to be an Entropinnym floating there, and yeah, I realize that over time it'll be there for longer. Yeah, for right now 59 minutes is going to give me that comfort zone. Alright, so if the Ranuncarpus is going to float here, we need a space, and that's where that's going to be. And then we need to put the funnel there. Okay, and then up above will be the hourglass, and we need a item frame on you. Alright. Do I have a Ranuncarpus? Oh, did you see that? I only have 2 stacks of ender pearls. Start freaking out there. We're gonna need ender pearls, and soon. No, we need to make a Ranuncarpus. Okay. I don't have my water stick. Okay. Loading Ranuncarpus. Should bind to this mana pool. Not that it needs to be bound to mana. Are you bound to this pool? Yep, so eventually it'll get mana. But yeah. Okay, so there's that. Where did I tuck that extra TNT that I had? I kept it because clearly I need to use it. Here it is. Whoops. Let's grab an Entropinnym. Entropinnym. Didn't spell it right. Oop. There we go. Oh, it's P-I-N-N. Yum. Pinyum. Spelling it wrong. Alright. So. You in there. Oh, I need 2 of them. Let's go ask for another one of these. And there we go. One up there. And we're going to go ahead and put the soul sand in. You should be tied. Yeah. And then the other one can go here, and this is where I'm going to start getting nervous. Okay, there's one in there now. All right. If I did it wrong, everything's going to blow up again. I'm waiting just to make sure that it re-requests. Okay. So I think this is going faster than 20 seconds. Will this slow it down? No idea if that actually slowed it down. I don't have anywhere else to put a repeater to see if I could slow it down. The reason I want to slow it down is because my crafting, my 3x3 crafting gets triggered every 20 seconds. Speeding that up is kind of iffy because of how long it takes the items to go through the hoppers to then go into the crafty crate to craft. I don't want to get them mixed up. So I need to make sure this doesn't go faster than every 20 seconds or I will run out of TNT in my crafting before, you know, and then it'll probably throw this off because this won't get another signal. It'll just run out of TNT and stop. So, I mean, that's not a terrible thing. Things won't blow up if I run out of TNT. And this won't keep requesting, so it's not like I'm going to have a mess, but I'll be wasting flowers. My biggest concern is not having a flower here at the time that a flower needs to be here, which is why that timer is only 59 minutes instead of 60. So, there we go. I believe we have uncomfortably, I'm very uncomfortable about this, automated the Entropinnym. nervous as heck about the TNT running out or it blowing up incorrectly. We do need gunpowder, so it may be that I'll take the TNT out at some point and just turn it off. Which 59-minute timer are you using? I'm using an hourglass. I've got a hovering hourglass up here. Well, yeah, they depend on what type of sand you use in there, Warlord. If you use regular sand, each sand is 1 second, and it can go up to 64 seconds then, because it can only hold a stack. If you use red sand, that is 10 seconds each. So you can do 640 seconds, okay? Soul sand is 1 minute each. So you can do 64 minutes. You can also use an hourglass as a counter if you put mana powder in it. Each redstone pulse it gets will count. It'll count each mana powder. So if I put 5 mana powders in her, it would count 5 redstone pulses before it did something. It's too simplified for you? Well, you don't need anything further. I don't really need anything. Can you imagine the size of the redstone circuit required to do a 1 hour timer and have it be accurate? Because redstone is, as we can tell from our wheat farm, it's not 100% accurate. So yeah, there it goes. It's producing mana. If you want numbers, I know I just paused the game. Let's look at Botania flowers. The official Feed the Beast wiki does have numbers. If you're wanting to know, let's see. Should have it somewhere. Oh, maybe it's there it is. Okay. The Entropinnym does 6,500 mana per TNT. All right. To give you a relative comparison, take the Rafflesia that we have running that's eating flowers. It takes 2,100 mana per flower. So the Entropinnym is doing 3 times that amount per TNT. I have no clue how much an actual mana pool, how much it can hold. And I don't really care about the numbers. I just know an Entropinnym is a better mana producer than a Rafflesia. So, yeah. It's not just subtick mechanics, Warlord. It's the fact that as I have more and more stuff in this world, and Botania is known to have all of these sparks are causing things, and all of the mana bursts cause things, and all of the mana, these little dots from the mana pools flowing everywhere. All of that causes the game to slow down ever so tiny much, and it can cause redstone to appear to skip ticks. And when it skips ticks, my wheat farm skips dispensers and it doesn't place all the wheat. It's not actually skipping ticks, but because there's so much going on in a tick, it can not get to placing the wheat in time, type of deal. I know I've dumbed that down, but it's more that I just have so much going on that it's not able to do that. I do know that a potential fix is to make this wheat farm a little bigger and put repeaters pointing into each of the dispensers. But I'm not gonna bother. I'm just, whatever, gonna deal with it. It's just those 2 rows, well, 1.5, because this row's fine except for this one over here. And yeah, whatever. So, yep. I still need to bury these. I haven't come through here and done that. I need to. I need to bury these. I forgot. That's why I had those holes in the tree farm, was I'm burying the sparks. It'll help my performance. I don't need to bury that one. It'll help my performance just ever so much. Just teeny tiny little bits by not having glowing sparks everywhere. If I can't hide them, then I'm using the phantom ink on them, like this one here, so you can barely see it. In 1.7.10, Botania had a lot of problems with that. If you had a bunch of sparks or a bunch of things in one area, it caused performance issues. So it has improved immensely, but there's also things like that for, you know, hiding them. Yeah, I've got a solid 20 FPS. Sometimes I get up to 30. I used to, when we first loaded the world, guys, when it was brand new, I was getting like 90 or 100 FPS. So as things have been built up in here, we're now down to around 20. Yay! All right, so I think it's time. I think it's time for me to share with you the pack that we're going to be playing next. It is not out yet. It's not out yet. It will eventually be on the Twitch launcher, but it is still in, this weekend is its final testing phase, and then on like Monday or Tuesday, we'll finally be able to join it. This is hosted by the Simpletons. It is going to be a replacement for the Simpletons SMP 2018 that you saw me playing in the Hex world. It is the next year's pack for the Simpletons. There are some differences. It's not a Hex world, so there's that. There are a bunch of really fun mods in there, so there's always going to be that. Simpletons and their patrons or Twitch subscribers will be playing on the same world, so a whole bunch of people will be able to come together and play together. So if you want to play on the brand new world with us, you need to be my Twitch subscriber. And that should start, I'm hoping the first episode, the first stream that I do will be, I have it written down, I want to say Saturday. Wait, let me see where I wrote down. Saturday. Yep. So Saturday will be the first stream from the brand new Simpletons. SMP Year 1 is the name of the pack, and it will be out soon. And the reason I'm so excited about it is that for those of you who have followed for at least 6 months, know that I did a very detailed chisel and bits mansion that disappeared because the server had issues and we didn't have a backup. That's been fixed, but I wasn't able to continue my Pink Lady mansion that was Victorian high detail. I am going to be doing a high detail chisel and bits base again for the Simpletons SMP Year 1. So I've missed some chisel and bits. I have stayed away from it for several playthroughs now. I've been avoiding it because I want to do something really high detail. Now, the idea I have is to get into Moorish, M-O-O-R, Moorish architecture or Moroccan architecture because of all of the mosaics and the high detail and the arches. I haven't decided if I'm going to like try to replicate a actual existing in real life building, like a temple or something. But I've got some ideas in mind. I would love to do a reflection pool with a mosaic at the bottom. I'd love to do that. That would look really neat. I want to do some gardens where I have really high detail, what is it called? With the garden shade with the slats over the top, and I want to do some really fancy work with that. Something sort of mansionish, but I don't think I'm going to copy an existing build. I'm not sure yet. But that's what I'm going with. I want to do something with mosaics in it, something with arches, detailed arches, with a lot of detail that I can like do something really simple and then throw in something really amazing to draw your eye to. So that's the plan. Simpletons SMP Year 1 starting this Saturday. So yes. Darkwing asked, if you give the Living Wood avatar the Rod of the Seeds, will it refill a Petal Apothecary? The answer is no. The Petal Apothecary actually is not considered an inventory space, even though you can put water in it. So yeah, and I don't believe the Living Wood avatar works with the Rod of the Seas. I think that's one of the rods it doesn't work with. So no. The only way you can refill a Petal Apothecary is by throwing water buckets in it. Because you can't even, if you had the mod, you can't even pump water into it. If you had a pump or an aqueous accumulator, if you have thermal foundation and that sort of thing. So, nope. And Warlord says, by the way, your TNT system, you need to be careful to not only load the chunks or have the entity processing, otherwise the TNT will stack up and make a big mess once the chunks are entity processing in. Yep, no worries. This chunk loader is taking care of that. It's actually loading up 361 chunks. It's a radius of 10 blocks, so it's, or 10 chunks. 10 chunks that way, 10 chunks that way, and our TNT is right there. So I am not worried about that not being loaded. But yeah, if I made it far away, there's potential that I could have that problem. So you're right. That's another reason why I put it so close, was because I wanted to make sure that it was relatively close to the chunk loader, the main chunk loader. I have 2 chunk loaders right now. I might end up having 3 eventually, depending on how large my base gets. But I have one over in the rune observatory, the rune amphitheater, whatever we want to call it. I don't know. Rune arena sounds so weird, but I wanted to make sure that the runes were crafting successfully. And not piling up entities. So yeah. We are using a bunch of diamonds making wrath runes for the Entropinnym. So I'm hoping that the Entropinnym will make enough mana that I can run the orchid more reliably. It is currently not running. So yeah. Rickstar, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see, how's our battery doing? Battery's not doing so well at the moment. Oh yeah, we'll wait a little bit. To be honest, I don't have a lot of the really high mana production things running. The Entropinnym is the first, and we need to keep an eye on our gunpowder. 207. Just making sure it's not changing right now, but it will. So yes, this is a pack for Botania experts. It's got Botania and Quark, and that's pretty much it. Rickstar. So we are automating everything we possibly can with Botania. All right. Let's go check on our sand. Down here, we're at 21 stacks. Something's broken. Oh, darn it. Well, that's not what I wanted to see. Did it do it over here too? The water flowed too fast, or too slow, and so the lava flowed this way? Yeah. So we're gonna have to watch this. I don't know how to fix it. so that it doesn't do that. I don't know if putting the water close. I know if I put the water closer, sometimes it could get deleted, which is a similar problem. So, I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on this. And of course, we're gonna need to deck it out like a lab, like we did up here. I need to do the ceiling yet. I think the next build stream we do in here will probably be next weekend. So, I need the right timings. Is that what is doing it? Oh, it just did it again. Is it too fast? Is the piston causing it? I have it set at 2 seconds, so we need to slow it down. Let's get 5. What am I doing? We're making sand. Let's make it 5 seconds. That seems extremely slow. Definitely more than 2 though, as I'm watching it being made. So maybe 3 will be fine. Let's see. That seems to be pretty consistent. 20 was definitely too fast now that I was watching it, just watching it. So yeah. Okay. We'll see how that does. You usually dispense the lava when the water had enough time to already be in place. That would definitely be more complicated. There is a observer one that I got upstairs that actually doesn't fire the piston until it detects that the lava has flowed. So it detects the lava update. But the problem with that is that after it stops down here, it wasn't able to resume because it had detected the change and it didn't have any more redstone to send to reboot it. I needed a timer to reboot it. So that became something not useful to me. It would probably be useful in this setup because things don't stop. But then again, if there's a slight delay, it would stop. It would trigger the piston, but it wouldn't be able to move in that short little setup, and then it would just stop again. So, yeah. This is fine the way it is for now, and we'll see if it is slow enough. We'll see. So, something else I should check is the white flower petals. Ah, nuts! It does not have any seeds. It has seeds. Oh dear, something is broken here. Why, I'm not sure. It only made 2 before it broke. And look at all of these runes that I've been crafting now that it didn't need to craft. Oh, nuts, and I just picked up more stuff. Where are these stored? fire here. And then wrath are over here. And wrath are not working. That is a problem. What's not working here? Alright, so this isn't waiting for anything. This one is stuck. Oh wait, no, it says there are 14 because I just put that many in there. Oh, so there's 12, so it shouldn't be crafting anymore because I just put them back in there. Hello. Oh boy. All the mistakes. So I need to be confused now as to why that broke. It looked like it had all the petals, it had all the runes, it had seeds. It's breaking again. Why? It just made another one. What is going on? And now it didn't. That's out of water. Oh. Are we short on buckets again? That's a problem if all of a sudden our buckets of water are gone again. I just don't understand where they all go. But yep, there's our problem. A problem. Alright. And that's gonna break everything here very soon. If it hasn't. Oh, it has. Oh, big problems, guys. Big problems. Okay, let's get stack of iron ingots. I have no clue where all of my buckets went. But now we have this problem, and I wouldn't have this problem if I set up all of those resource buffers. That's the biggest problem right now. Okay, and we're gonna try and fix these things. Don't need that for these with petals and seeds. So, I believe something we need to do desperately is, since buckets is something that we've had this problem with before, I need to auto-craft buckets. Because that's what I'm not seeing in any of these stacks are buckets. Alright, so that is something we're gonna do. Let's grab all the petals that we can and put those where they belong. Yellow, light gray, brown, blue, cyan, blah blah blah, lots and lots. That's gray. White. Red. Orange. So, let's go put the runes away. Figure out where the heck our buckets are. Okay. Summer, earth, fire, wrath. Fire, summer, earth, wrath are over here. So I think I know where my buckets are. They're not here. They are disappearing in the milking setup. I bet that's what's happening. I don't hear it ticking up there. I would hear it ticking if it were the milking process. Huh. I just don't know. I had 20 buckets this morning, guys, and all of a sudden they're just not there anymore. So, nope, we're gonna do buckets. We're gonna have to do buckets in a 3x3 because we need to be able to do it there, there, and there. Oh boy.